my privilege to present those who are candidates for graduate degree programs. And all these programs, a baccalaureate degree is prerequisite to entering into the master's degree programs. First, those who are graduates in the Master of Music in Church Music program. This is a program of 48 hours that builds upon other work. It focuses on music composition and performance, both instrumental and vocal, and music pedagogy and theory, and a number of disciplines. It is to prepare men and women to serve in local church music ministries in a local church, and missions, and in denominational entities. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Music in Church Music please stand and come to the platform?
John Joel Johnson, Master of Music in Church Music. Christopher Anderson Reed. Kwang Jong Soo.
By the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees of New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary, it is my great delight to confer upon you the degree Master of Arts in Church Music with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. God bless you.
The Master of Arts in Christian Education degree is a 66-hour degree program designed to prepare men and women for service, particularly in educational ministry in a local church, but also in missionary activity and denominational institutions and other kinds of ministries. In pursuit of this degree, the students may choose a number of different specializations within Christian education, including church administration, adult education, campus ministry, childhood education, church growth, gerontology, recreation, social work, women's ministry, and youth education. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Christian Education please stand and come to the platform?
Willie Daniel Brunetti, Master of Arts in Christian Education. James E. Caswell. Alexander Rowe Kraft. Amanda Elizabeth Depew. Jeffrey Shannon Eads. Cheryl Vaughn Harris. Troy Ingersoll. Carmen Bird Lane. Kitten Crimmins McLean. David Brad Moore. Stephen W. Ramsey. R. Nicole Roberts. Christine Marie Saladino. Scott Eugene Sullivan. Philip Swindoll, Helen Elizabeth Taylor, James Douglas Thompson, Julia Massey Williams, Alexis Wright,
by the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees of New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary, it is my great delight to confer upon you the degree Master of Arts in Christian Education, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. God bless you.
The Master of Arts in Marriage and Family Counseling is an 83-hour degree which provides specialized training for men and women who feel called of God to enter into a counseling ministry. It provides all the academic hours necessary to be eligible to get licensure as a licensed professional counselor. And it trains Christian counselors to blend a variety of counseling techniques with spiritual resources such as the use of the Bible and prayer in counseling. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts in Marriage and Family Counseling please stand and come to the platform?
Sherman W. Butler, Master of Arts in Marriage and Family Counseling. Egan Patrick Carroll. Keisha Clark. Brian C. Glazer. Myra Emily Guitro. Carl Kelly. Monty Glenn Kirkendall. Laura Marita. Mandy Parton. Michelle Rollerson. Melissa Lee Rivera. Chad Smith. Joy Sumrall.
By the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees of New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary, it is my great delight to confer upon you the degree Master of Arts in Marriage and Family Counseling, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. God bless you.
The Master of Divinity degree is the basic graduate degree in theological education, preparing students for a wide variety of ministries, especially the pastorate and local church staff, but also missions and a wide variety of other kinds of ministries. This program of study is 89 hours that's designed to equip ministers in a variety of disciplines, including biblical studies and theological studies, historical studies, and pastoral ministry, to learn not only knowledge but also the skills that are essential for effective ministry. Some students in the Master of Divinity program choose to focus their study in one of several specializations. biblical languages, Christian education, or psychology and counseling. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Divinity stand and come to the platform, please?
Daniel L. Bailey, Master of Divinity. Joe Beeson, Jr. Alex Brian Blast III. Roy Stanley Brayley. Cody P. Broussard. Timothy Martin Brown. Marcus Allen Buckley. Clayton B. Carver, Jr. Thomas Edward Casolaro. Lionel R. Catchings. Kevin Daniel Cawthon. Keith Scott Crawford. Vincent Andrew Cummings. Kevin Deming. Kent Edward Dodson. Marvin Gregory Gavin. Gerald L. Gillis, Jr. Matthew Jackson. Sung Hyun Ko. James Merrill Coltow. Monty Glenn Kirkendall. Derek N. Lovelady. Jeffrey Thomas Lowe. Timothy Lee McCraffery. Jeffrey Edward McCammon. James Charles Moore, Jr. Jonathan Andrew Neely. James Macon Phillips. Robbie David Poole. Aubrey L. Prather, Jr. Stacy Reed. Carl Michael Rester. Bradley M. Rushing. Kevin N. Sanders. Todd Gaines Sapp. Marco Wayne Smith. Barry Drew Stevens. Christopher Todd Sullins. Danny E. Warbington. Robert Israel Cox, MDiv in Biblical Languages. Philip Arthur Kramer. Breck Pathopoulos Ladd. B. Clay Level, Jr. Brian Tyrone Parton. Luther Stanford. Aaron Bradley Davis, Master of Divinity, Christian Education. William Jason Flanagan. Toby Randall Gilliland. Chad Everett Hanning. Jonathan Nicholas Paskew. Mark Stephen Heyman. David Paul Howard. Curtis Van Meter. Richard Murray. Ernest M. Nelson. Stanley Wayne Pruitt. Kevin Ray Wiggins. Hugh J. Williams II. Graduating absentia, Gregory Acton Davis, M. Ronald Everett, Merrill Dan Knight Jr., Demetria Marie Leday, David Andrew Slagle, Keith Clinton, excuse me.
By the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees of New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary, it is my delight to confer upon you the degree Master of Divinity with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. God bless you.
The Master of Theology degree is an advanced level, research-oriented degree. Applicants to the Master of Theology program must have already earned the Master of Divinity degree and show evidence of promise of excellence in academic work. Students in this degree program focus on a fuller mastery either of the disciplines of biblical study or the Christian theological heritage or pastoral ministries. Those completing the degree are prepared for further graduate study, for some forms of teaching, and disciplined reflection in ministry. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Theology please stand and come to the platform?
The two candidates for the Master of Theology, graduating absentia, Keith Clinton Ivy, J. Hoon So.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary, it is my delight to confer upon these mentioned the degree Master of Theology with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
The Doctor of Ministry degree is a professional doctorate degree designed to provide qualified students with the opportunity to achieve a high level of excellence in the practice of ministry. Dr. Jim Shattuck served as our director of the professional doctorate program, and he will be hooding the graduates. This degree is built upon the prerequisite of the Master of Divinity degree or its equivalent, with good theological preparation, high intellectual achievement, and professional capability, plus a minimum of 3 years of substantial experience in ministry. Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Ministry please stand and come to the platform? Brian Keith Dowden earned his bachelor's degree at Louisiana College and the Master of Divinity degree at New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. He currently serves as pastor of the Holly Baptist Church in Corinth, Mississippi. He has done his work in the area of pastoral ministries, and he will be hooded, as will all the D-Min graduates, by Dr. Jim Shattuck.
Brian Keith Dowden, Doctor of Ministry.
Dr. Dowden's project report was a program to equip selected leaders of Holly Baptist Church in Corinth, Mississippi with conflict management skills. Harold Allen Johnson earned his bachelor's degree at Columbia International University, a Master of Divinity degree from Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary. He currently serves as pastor of Gilgal Baptist Church in Duncanville, Alabama. He has done his work in the area of theological and historical studies.
Harold Allen Johnson, Doctor of Ministry.
Dr. Johnson's project report is entitled The Research and Development of a Storying Model to Address the Postmodern Worldview with the Biblical Worldview. James Darrell Rivers earned his bachelor's degree at McNeese State University and a Master of Divinity degree from Mid-America Baptist Theological Seminary. He currently serves as pastor of the Whispering Pines Baptist Church in Sebring, Florida. He has done his work in the area of pastoral ministries.
James Darrell Rivers, Doctor of Ministry.
Dr. Rivers' project report is entitled Leading Selected Leaders to Develop a Mission Strategy for Implementation at Whispering Pines Baptist Church. Robert Christopher Stevens earned his bachelor's degree from the University of Tennessee and the Master of Divinity degree from Mid-America Baptist Theological Seminary. He currently serves as senior pastor of Faith Promise Church in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. He did his work in the area of evangelistic church growth.
Robert Christopher Stevens, Doctor of Ministry.
Dr. Stevens did his project report entitled A Program to Train Selected Church Members of Faith Promise Church, Oak Ridge, Tennessee, in a Visitor Retention Ministry. John Clinton Tweet earned his bachelor's degree from Jacksonville State University and a Master of Divinity degree from Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary. He serves as pastor of the Highlands Baptist Church in Huntsville, Alabama, and he also has done his work in the area of evangelistic church growth.
John Clinton Tweet, Master, Doctor of Ministry.
It is a long tradition for us to recognize in a very special way the doctoral graduates of our institution. It's the most difficult educational path there is to follow. These students find out whether or not they have passed their final work when they walk into the room with the doctoral committee and the faculty are standing. If they're sitting down, it means they didn't pass. In honor of the work they have done, we want them to be sure they know they have passed that degree. By the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees of New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary, it is my delight to confer upon you the degree Doctor of Ministry, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. God bless you.
The Doctor of Philosophy is a research degree involving graduate study. We have majors in a variety of areas, including Old Testament, New Testament, church history, systematic theology, missions, preaching, psychology and counseling, evangelism, and Christian education. The program is designed to prepare qualified students to teach in colleges, universities, and seminaries, to hold administrative positions in various denominational positions, working in boards and agencies and commissions of the Southern Baptist Convention and other such ministries, and for providing specialized pastoral leadership. The Doctor of Philosophy degree program involves a minimum of 3 years of study beyond the Master of Divinity degree. Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy please stand and come to the platform? Roy O. Collins III has a bachelor's degree from Carson Newman College and a Master of Divinity degree from New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. He currently serves as senior pastor at the First Baptist Church in Gate City, Virginia. He has done his work in the Division of Pastoral Ministries, and he and all the PhD graduates will be hooded by Dr. Paul Robertson, the director of our PhD and research doctorate programs.
Roy O. Collins III, Doctor of Philosophy.
Dr. Collins' dissertation is entitled Landrum Henson Level II as a Model of Contemporary Topical Preaching, a Proposal. David Wade Fleming earned a bachelor's degree from the University of Florida and a Master of Divinity degree from New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. He currently serves as pastor of the First Baptist Church in Daytona Beach, Florida. He has done his work in the Division of Pastoral Ministries.
David Wade Fleming, Doctor of Philosophy.
Dr. Fleming's dissertation is entitled The Use of Demographics and Psychographics in the Development of Intentional and Contextualized Strategies for Evangelistic Outreach through the Local Church. David Jeffries earned his bachelor's degree at Louisiana College and the Master of Arts in Christian Education degree from New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. He currently is serving as Minister of Education and Youth at the First Baptist Church in Magnolia, Mississippi. He has done his work in the Division of Christian Education.
David Edward Jeffries, Doctor of Philosophy.
Dr. Jeffries' dissertation is entitled Ministerial Perceptions of a Theological Education from New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. Michael Ray Priest earned his bachelor's degree from Blue Mountain College and the Master of Divinity degree from New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. He is currently serving as a faith consultant for Lifeway Christian Resources in Nashville, Tennessee. He has done his work in the Division of Biblical Studies.
Michael Ray Priest, Doctor of Philosophy.
Dr. Priest's dissertation is entitled The Comforting King, a socio-literary analysis of Mark's presentation of Jesus as King. Mary Speed earned her bachelor's degree at Auburn University and the Master of Arts in Christian Education degree from New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. She is currently serving as Executive Director of the KBARB Youth Ranch. She has done her work in the Division of Pastoral Ministries.
Mary W. Speed, Doctor of Philosophy.
Dr. Speed's dissertation is entitled An Evaluation of the Relationship Between Various Types of Maternal Contact and the Impact of this Contact on Residents' Behavior at KBARB Youth Ranch.
Receiving their Doctor of Philosophy degree in absentia, Jinsuk An, Amy Crystal Ivy.
Jinsuk An earned his bachelor's degree and Master of Divinity degree from Korean Baptist Theological Seminary and serves as pastor of Sonari Baptist Church in Daejeon, Korea. His dissertation was in the area of biblical studies and is entitled Analysis of the Textual Relationships of Selected Manuscripts from the K1 group in the Gospel of John. Amy Ivory earned her bachelor's degree from Georgia Southwestern University and Master of Divinity from New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary. She is currently serving as a teacher at our North Georgia Extension Center and she is expecting a child, and that's why she's not here. Her work is in the area of pastoral ministries, and her dissertation is entitled An Identification and Examination of Factors Which Enable Selected Adults of Dysfunctional Families of Origin to Implement Healthy Parenting.
By the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees of New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary, it is my delight to confer upon you this day the degree Doctor of Philosophy, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. God bless you. In the Kelly household, we have a great tradition. Whenever we gather every year for Christmas, we have hundreds of pictures to take, and to help the children bear up under the load, we always do two kinds of pictures. We do the serious pictures, and then at the end of those, we tell them if they'll get those done quickly, we can do a crazy picture when everybody can make any face they want to make, do anything they want to do. You all have given this solemn assembly wonderful attention and care throughout, but I think in your heart, you would just love to stomp and cheer and call out the name of your graduates. And before we come to a close, I want to give you an opportunity to stand in their honor and yell and scream and do anything you want to do to let them know you love them. Graduates, we're proud of you. Let's all stand now.